Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First, on the local scene. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment said it has joined forces to work closely with the nation's schools and communities across St. Vincent and the Grenadines to reduce the mosquito populations in an effort to tackle mosquito-borne illnesses. This is according to Vector Control Field Assistant Rinal Lynch while speaking on NBC Radio. He said as St. Vincent and the Grenadines joined with countries in the Caribbean region earlier this month to observe Mosquito Awareness Week, they held a number of public outreach programs. Mr. Lynch said they shared information with approximately 2,000 school children all across the country. He also noted that whistle stops were held across the country to sensitize members of the public about mosquito control measures. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade says an envoy from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is paying a one-day visit to St. Vincent and the Grenadines today. The delegation arrived at the Argyle International Airport, AIA, at about 12 noon and was met on arrival by government officials. While here, the delegation will be engaged in discussions with Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves and other officials. The Saudi fund provided funding to St. Vincent and the Grenadines to transform the former banana boxing factory and arrowroot mill in Bellevue into a cultural, artistic, educational, sports, and manufacturing powerhouse. On March 3rd, Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves announced that the government has obtained a $10 million loan from the Saudi fund to fund this development. A recording studio, multimedia facilities, a theater, drumming and dancing space, an orchestra chamber, and a fitness center will be part of the new facility. It will assist the selling of fruits, vegetables, and handicrafts, in addition to processing. Still on the local scene, the 46th anniversary of the Fisherman's Day celebrations will take place this Monday, May 29th, 2023, and will see the return of the official competition to the Calico Fisheries Center. This year's theme is Our Livelihood, Our Industry. Let us protect it through the blue economy with slogan Make Our Future Bright, Fish Right. Registration for this event commenced on Monday, May 22nd, 2023. Official activities will kick off on Sunday, May 21st, with a church service at 10 a.m. at the New Testament Church in Clare Valley. Also, the location of a number of competitions, including a rowboat fishing competition on Friday, May 26th, and a fish night that same evening, a collaboration between the Fisherman's Day Committee and the South Leeward Carnival Development Committee. On the regional scene, Jamaica's opposition leader, Mark Golding, has doubled down on his call for the reversal of the massive salary increase to the political directorate, stating that it is irrational given Jamaica's economy and widespread disapproval. During his address at a press conference hosted by the People's National Party, he said that the pay hike is inconsiderate in Jamaica and is out of bounds with the political directorate in other countries. The opposition leader said that the independent panel should be able to guarantee equity across the public sector and ensure that salaries determined are consistent with Jamaica's economic performance. In the meantime, Golding reiterated his pledge to give back 80% of the salary increase he will receive as part of the government's compensation review for the public sector until the salary increases are rolled back. Still on the regional scene, regional forecasters have predicted 17 named storms for the upcoming Atlantic hurricane season, 7 of which are likely to become hurricanes and 4 becoming major storms on Wednesday. According to the Barbados-based Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology, the boxing game between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, as well as the Saharan dust over the Atlantic, would determine the level of tropical cyclone activity. CIMH climatologist Dr. Cedric Van Meebach told the 2023 Wet Hurricane Season Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum in Jamaica, there's just a tiny bit of chance that we're gonna get a very active season. It's more likely that it is going to be close to normal. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, there is a 40% chance of a near normal season and a 30% chance of an above normal season, but there is also a 30% chance of a below normal season. An average Atlantic hurricane season has 40 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes. And finally, on the international scene, Dutch prosecutors have seized a plot of land near Amsterdam that is said to belong to Russian President Vladimir Putin's former son in law. According to investigations by The Guardian, the plot of land is owned by Gerrit Fassen, a Dutch businessman who was married to Maria von Stover, the Russian president's elder daughter. An entry in the Dutch land registry shows that the plot of land was seized on May 12th by the National Public Prosecution's Office for Financial, Economic, and Environmental Offenses. Both of Putin's adult daughters were placed under EU and US sanctions in April 2022, shortly after Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Dutch prosecutors declined to comment on the reason for the seizure or whether Fassen, who lives in Russia, was being investigated in the Netherlands, The Guardian reported. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.